am pleased to introduce our speaker, and our speaker tonight is also a Miami graduate. Her name is Maureen Kylie. She graduated from Miami in 2005. She began her career at Singular Wireless, now AT&T, in the Chicago area as a corporate accounts sales representative, and she was responsible for developing new and existing business within her territory in Chicago. 2 years into her career with AT&T, she was promoted and transferred to Atlanta to work with the Business Sales Leadership Development Program. And as a corporate trainer, Maureen worked directly with new hires to develop them in the areas of industry knowledge, sales skills, and leadership potential. From sales training, she was promoted to sales manager with the government sales organization. She managed a team of 12 sales reps who were responsible for sales and maintenance on AT&T's government accounts. After more than 5 years with AT&T, she left the company to work for a family-owned advertising agency based out of Cincinnati. That's where she's also from. However, she does still live in Atlanta, and in her current position, she is able to, she described it as work from anywhere. And she is with us tonight. She's responsible for account management, new business development, and marketing. And let's see if I know where she worked. Yes, when she was here, Maureen worked as a student manager in Haynes Food Court. Please join me in welcoming Maureen.
Thank you, Kim. I am really, really excited to be here to speak with you guys tonight. It is, I remember my student banquets, and this is just a really special time for every single one of you. You have a lot to be proud of and a lot to look forward to. So without, kind of going too much off of my script, I just want to say congratulations and thank you again for having me. Hopefully, I will give you something that you can take away from here and maybe will help you over the next couple of years of your career. Like Kim said, I spent 3 years working in Haynes Food Court under Tina Rotundo from my sophomore year until my senior year. After graduation, I took a position with Singular, now it's AT&T. So I was responsible for a lot of the sales roles, managing accounts, and really going after new business in Chicago, which, as probably a lot of you guys are going to go, you're going to go to Chicago, meet up with all of your other Miami graduates, and have a really good time around in the field. It's fun, do it. I encourage all of you to do it. But after that, I was asked to come back to Atlanta because I had proven to be successful, proven that I could do the job and that I was willing to put in the work and take the time to help develop other people just fresh out of college. So again, I'm just really excited to be here, and just a couple of things that I was thinking about as I started to prepare for speaking to you all was first, my interaction with the recruiting process for AT&T and what that really meant, and especially what it means for you all as you're looking at interviews and potential internships coming up. A lot of what we were looking for from our new hires were basically just people that are willing to learn, people that are responsible, and people that are willing to put in the time that it takes to get good at any job. No matter what, you're not going to start out, right as the boss of anybody. You're just not. So you have to really take the time to prove that you have the skill set and you have the drive and desire to go out there and be successful. So the best advice that I can give you as far as interviewing is just to really go out there and do your homework. Update your resume for every single company that you go interview with. Don't leave the "I'm looking for a job in finance" headline on your sales interview or your teaching interview or whatever you're going to do. Make sure that you're taking some time to Google the company, learn a little bit about people that you're interviewing with. Again, the details go a long way, especially when you're asking for somebody else to give you, $50,000, $75,000 straight out of school. You got to do your homework. So one of the other things that you really should start thinking about is behavioral-based interview questions. What your interviewer is going to expect that you can do is to speak to specific examples, specific experiences you've had, and relate that to what you might bring to the table once you get into your new position. So just go home, Google behavioral-based interview questions, and there will be lists and lists that your recruiters are doing the exact same thing. I promise you, that's how they're coming up with these questions. So go home, look at those questions, and then start to think about what your experience here as a student manager has taught you. You really don't know, you already have a huge leg up on a lot of other people just because you're working your way through school. You wouldn't, maybe we all did work in college, so we all think that it's kind of a normal thing. You'd be surprised at how many people don't. And you have a lot to draw on, and a lot more than just, well, I did this, this, and this in my group projects. You have real life experience, you have a lot of things to fall back on just when you're thinking about what you've accomplished so far in your time here at Miami with the food service and within this department. If you can't relate some of the experiences that to those questions, that's all right too. Miami has a really, really fantastic career services department. Go work with them, do some mock interviews. Make sure that you're prepared so that the first interview you go on, or the second or third, isn't the first time that you hear a question and you get that blank look that just really freaks everybody else out. Preparation really helps instill confidence in what's coming across and how you portray yourself and the character that you want to be for these companies. So make sure that you can really talk yourselves up during the interview and brag about the work you've done. This is exactly the time to do it. So after you get your job, your internship, whatever you're looking to do over these first couple of years, make sure you have realistic expectations for this role. I spent 3 years working with people just out of college in Atlanta, and the first 2 weeks I basically spent brainwashing them. I will just say it. I had to get them, yes, we need you to dress a certain way. Yes, we need you to show up on time. Yes, leave your phone at your desk because nobody wants to hear the buzz, and silent doesn't count. It's just, again, you're going into a professional environment. People expect a lot more from you than just, well, I showed up and I did a good job and I got an A. There's not really grades once you get out of college. You're gonna get kind of thrown right in there, and you need to be ready and prepared to do whatever it takes to get the job done. Everybody that came into the AT&T had passed the same grueling interview process. We all assumed that they were smart, that they got good grades, they were captain of their volleyball team, the president of their sorority, that they were well-rounded and had a lot to offer the company. But until you get in there, you just don't know what it takes. So make sure that you take advantage of every single opportunity, every single experience that your boss can give you. Get to meetings early. A lot of these speakers that you will go see show up early too, so you'll get to talk to them. And again, start building your professional network so that all of these things can start to come together and help you accomplish your long-term goals. You're going to have to really stay laser sharp focused on your goals every single day. Unfortunately, nobody owes you anything, not even if your name is on the letterhead of your company logo. Everybody, you're going to start at the bottom, and you have to take advantage of the experience to get a lot of knowledge and know-how and skills from every single role that you take. A lot of things that we would ask our mentors in AT&T were, well, how do I get to be you one day? How do I get to be the vice president of whatever? And every single one of them would say, well, do your job well, get noticed for doing your job well, and work on some other different positions so that you can be good at, again, the financial aspect, that you can be good at management position, that you can be good at, a lot of different things. And those are the things that build your skills all the way up so that you can, again, run an organization from there. Again, read business books, work with a mentor. You never really know how big of an advocate your mentors can be for you 5-10 years down the road. Take advantage of working with these people and making sure that you're doing everything you can to give off a good impression. Join Toastmasters, go to networking meetings, join a kickball team, I don't care. Do whatever you need to do to get a professional network built up and make sure that you're working hard every single day to fulfill your duties as an employee and to make sure that you can sustain your long-term goals. No matter what profession you can think of, sports, entertainment, finance, law, business, the successful people in every single one of those industries are the ones that are willing to do what the average person is not willing to do. If you want to be more successful than average, you have to be willing to put in the extra amount of work. If that means making one more phone call to a prospective client at the end of the day before you go home before you leave the office, do it. If that means writing handwritten thank you cards to every single person that you come across, do it. I mean, trust me, nobody else your age is doing these types of things. So take advantage of the things that you can. Set yourself apart from your peers. You have already done that just by proving that you can work through school, that you have, managed these responsibilities along with your schoolwork. So continue to maintain that laser sharp focus for your overall goals and what you want to achieve. Don't let the easy things distract from your character and the image that you want to portray at work. Things that are easy to fix are like always being late. Nobody likes that person. Being a pain to work with. And you all know somebody that is like that I'm talking about. You just don't want to be that person. You want to make sure that people think of you positively down the road, that they're going to remember you for the right things and not the wrong things. You don't want to be the girl that's hair is always wet, or the guy that's always in a wrinkly suit, or somebody else that is just negative all the time. A positive attitude and really making sure that you're focused on doing your work the right way will help you out over and over and over again throughout your career. So the last thing that I think, that I know some of you are thinking about is once you get through your job, how do you get promoted? Because you all are very smart. You all are very capable, and again, AT&T spends a lot of our time recruiting from Miami because you guys have done such a fantastic job. You're living up to the legacy, that we would all like to think is right here among us. I was promoted twice within 5 years at AT&T, and again, that's because I did my job well. I took the time that I needed to make sure that I could really work hard, help out my team, lead them by example. And I was asked to come back to be a corporate trainer because I was known for a good work ethic and a positive attitude. The easiest way to get noticed and to get promoted is to do your existing job very, very well. After that, it's really a matter of who you know and timing. So again, I never applied for either of these positions that I was promoted for. I was asked to be them, and then they put up the requisition number to let everybody else know, because it's a legal matter that they have to post those sort of things. But the job was already mine. Again, that's just my experience, but those things happen all the time. It's a very small world. You'll always know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody else. Take advantage of those situations and make sure that you're building a strong professional network that can help you out no matter what you end up doing. The nature of a promotion itself is change. I think that the last thing that you guys have, biggest thing that you guys have experienced over the past couple of years at Miami is change. Everything, looks completely different to me since I graduated in 2005. But again, I went into the workplace at a time when it was a little, easier to get in. But since then, I went through a couple of mergers with AT&T, and it was definitely fighting tooth and nail for every single thing that we got. So you guys are definitely well prepared to go out there and deal with the rapidly changing, ever-evolving workplace. Again, a promotion itself is a change. So You have to completely change job responsibilities. There's not going to be a whole lot of on-the-job training after that. But you're taking the position from somebody else who's leaving on their terms or the company's. So just continually be reinvesting in yourself, making sure that you're taking advantage of extra trainings or, again, reading business books or reading whatever kind of books that will make you a better employee. But you want to make sure that you're doing everything in your power to set yourself up for success long term. Embrace change and allow yourself to be flexible to whatever is going on around you, so that you can, again, make sure that everything long term is coming your way. There's an entire world of opportunities out there for you. You all are very smart, capable, motivated, driven, really fantastic people who have proven that you can do a lot more than just go to school and get a 4.0. So don't be afraid to fail. Take every single day for everything that it has to offer you, and keep a positive attitude and build a robust professional network. The first few years of your career should help you figure out what you really want to do and the types of environments that you want to work in. So take advantage of all of those things and leverage what you've learned as a student manager to make sure that your first few years in the working environment are a success. That's all I have for right now, but thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Congratulations to all of you, and good luck in the future.